Welcome back everyone, and we are back with Cheap, Fast, Easy Vegan, where I'm going to show you how to make another meal for under $3 per serving. So today's meal is 8 servings, just like the other meals are. And you may have heard of dirty rice. It's a Louisiana dish that's very popular, which is basically it's rice that kind of looks like it's dirty. Well, this is absolutely nothing like that. So I'm going to call this filthy vegan rice. And I'm calling it filthy vegan rice because it's going to be mixed in with lots of different vegetables and it's not going to be its natural white in color. This is a fun Asian-inspired dish as far as flavors are concerned. And if you try it, I hope you like it as much as I do. Okay, so let's get started with our list of ingredients. So first off, we're going to start with these right here, soy curls. If you don't know where to get soy curls from, I actually get these off of Amazon. The more you buy, the cheaper they are. I buy them usually in bags of 6, and I keep a few in the cabinet and a few in the fridge. That way they last longer. But soy curls are amazing because they are the complete soybean, just minimally processed. But all the ingredients and components that make it a healthy soybean are still there. You can also use tofu if you like. You can chop up some tofu in place of this if that is your preference. But for me, I like the texture and the aesthetics of the soy curls, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I make it. You're also going to need sesame seed oil, ginger, turmeric, coconut aminos or low sodium teriyaki sauce, rice, garlic, and some sort of vegetable bouillon or bouillon base. It does not have to be a pricey bouillon base. The cheapest one you can find that is vegan or plant-based will do. Sorry about that nasty shine off my glasses. I took them off, so let's see how this goes. And for our vegetables, you're going to need about 2 carrots, about maybe 2 or 3 stalks of celery. I'm using a frozen bag of peppers and a frozen bag of pepper onion mix. You may choose to chop fresh pepper and onions if you like. However, this is cheap, fast, easy vegan, right? So I chose the less expensive alternative. And remember, there's nothing wrong with frozen. In fact, frozen foods are often just as healthy as fresh foods. Sometimes they retain more of the nutrition than fresh vegetables because they are frozen at peak ripeness, as opposed to shipped semi-ripe and artificially ripened with gases or who knows what else they use these days. I also want to point out that I did not intentionally buy anything organic. I bought the cheapest version of each ingredient available at the time, and sometimes you can find organic brands cheaper than conventional. Not that I'm saying that one is necessarily better than the other. In fact, I think the science is still out on that one. Alright, looks like we have everything we need. Let's head to the kitchen and get this started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up this bag of soy curls, and then we're going to pour into this bowl and start to break it into smaller pieces. This is great stress relief if you've had a very difficult day. I like to break this down into smaller pieces because I think it blends better with the rice. And once our soy curls are all broken up, we're going to submerge them in water until we are ready for them. They should soak for at least a good 10 to 15 minutes before they're ready to use. As our curls soak, I'm going to start on the rice. I'm going to chop up my carrots and celery and start to saute them on low heat in a pan. As those cook on low heat, I'm going to start on the rice, coming back every now and then to give it a quick stir to keep it from burning. I'm cooking my rice in an Instapot, but you may use a regular pot or you may use a rice cooker if you choose. I'm going to add 2 cups of rice to my pot along with 3.5 cups of water. Once I mix that rice with the water, I'm going to set it on low and come back to my carrots and celery to give it a stir and make sure they're not burning. Next, I'm going to come back to my rice and I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of turmeric and either 2 bouillon cubes or about a tablespoon of bouillon base. And now I'm going to stir that in. Now it's time to add my carrots and celery to the rice mix, stir it up nice, and then lock the lid on this Instapot. I'm going to cook this on its rice setting, but remember, if you're not using an Instapot, just follow the regular directions you would for rice at this point. Okay, now that I've got my rice going, I'm going to go back to my pan, add more sesame seed oil, start cooking together my onions and peppers. Next, I'm going to strain the water out from my soy curls, and I'm not going to press it like the directions say. I actually like to keep some water in the mix because a lot of that is going to cook off in just a moment. Now I'm going to add my coconut aminos and mix in my ginger. And now this is my absolute favorite part of the recipe. I like to press the water out of the soy curls and let the mixture soak back in. And I'm going to repeat this process as it heats up. This will help really get that flavor in there. Press, 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 press. Once most of that water is dissipated, I'm going to add back in the onions and peppers and heat that back up. Just a minute or two will do, and then I'm going to turn off the heat. At this point, my rice should be just about done. Once it is, I'm going to remove the lid from the Instapot and give it about a good 15 minutes to cool. Once my rice mixture has cooled down sufficiently, I'm going to lightly fork it into a nice, fluffy texture. Okay, this last step is up to you. You may either mix in the contents of the pan into the rice and blend it all together, or you could serve the mixture in the pan on a bed of rice. It is completely up to you, whichever you prefer. And here we have it, filthy vegan rice. And there you have it. Fast, cheap, easy, filthy vegan rice. Now, it may have taken a little extra time to let that rice cool down, that extra 15 minutes or so, but the next 7 servings you have after this one is just going to be a quick 2-minute heat in the microwave. You might be thinking, wow, that didn't even come close to $3. Well, that's because I like a little more substance to my rice dishes than just a little bit of mock meat. So I did add a easy to make mango and vinaigrette dressing salad. The ingredients with this cost less than $1 to make, which I will add to the price right here. So that makes now 2 meals that we have for under $3. I'm definitely debunking that myth that vegan foods cost more. It can very much so be done in a very inexpensive and healthy way, as you can see. Vegan meals do not have to be expensive. If you make them at home and you use fairly healthy ingredients, then it's actually a very affordable option. In fact, sometimes I would say cheaper than the omnivore options. So in these hard times, when inflation is raising up those food prices, keep that in mind for you omnivores out there, that there's some great plant-based meal recipes out there that will save you money. And good news, I've got several more of these inexpensive meals in the mix for you. Keep a watch out for those soon. I hope you get a chance to try this for yourself, and if you enjoy this meal, please let me know in the comments below. As always, I would appreciate it if you hit that like button, and I would especially appreciate it if you subscribed. Remember, subscribing not only helps support my channel, but it encourages me to make more fun videos for you in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!